Stephanie with Board Game Geek here at Origins 2017. Byron Collins has brought a small village with us.
Small future village.
With lots of ships and things.
Yes.
This is Polyversal.
Correct.
Can you tell us a little bit about Polyversal?
Yes, Polyversal. It's a science fiction miniatures game. So it's based in the future, near future, and it's universal in nature. So the cool draw about it is it has a design system where you can create tiles or combatant tiles with all the stats for whatever models you have in your existing collections. So if you have a lot of old stuff from, say, MechWarrior Cliques or any other line of miniatures, you can use all of that in this game. It's meant for 6 to 15 millimeter in scale, but it's pretty open to, it's pretty flexible. You know, so.
Attention attendees, the exhibit hall closes in 5 minutes.
Exhibit hall is closed.
The hall will be closing in 5 minutes.
It's good for my voice.
Okay.
So yeah, we had a Kickstarter for it last year. It was successful. We're in the middle of production right now, so we're going to be releasing it here within 3 or 4 months is the goal. We've got partnerships with 5 different miniatures companies, which is cool. Most companies are selling miniatures that they create, but here we're focused on just a really great rule set, and the miniatures are supplied from 5 awesome partners. So the biggest of which is probably Hawk War Games that does Drop Zone Commander, Drop Fleet Commander, I don't know if you've heard of them.
Yeah,
and
I actually have some earrings made out of Drop Zone Commander ships.
That's so
no,
cool.
I'm not wearing them now, but I almost did today.
That's cool. So that would be so appropriate. You could actually use your earrings in this game.
Awesome.
So Drop Zone Commander, of course, those guys make some great models, like these Ares Walkers here. They're included in some of our battle groups.
Oh yeah, this Ares Walker.
So for people who have big existing collections, you can go the customization route. You can make tiles for any models you have. Or if you're new to miniatures, you can get one of our base games that includes models and tiles already done. And again, this is from 5 different companies that have partnered with us: Hawk, Brigade Models, Plasma Blast Games, Dark Realm, and Microworld Games. All smaller companies that are just making great stuff in 6mm and 10mm scales. So we kind of bring them all together. And then we also have these awesome buildings. These are from the Phalanx Consortium, the 6th partner, that does some awesome terrain. They're working on their production as well right now. The final product, you feel how light this is a cast foam resin building, which is pretty cool because it's light and durable, easy to paint, and they're skyscrapers. Instead of, you know, small buildings in a typical miniatures game you see, these are towering skyscrapers, and they just feel good. I mean, they really make an urban setting like this really pop.
Now, are they doing the terrain too?
The terrain is scratch built by me. I don't think I'll ever do that again. But the buildings are by them.
So Byron will be supplying all of the terrain personally?
No, that's not. No, I will give you cotton balls. If you want some smoke, I got zip ties and cotton balls, so that's good. But yeah. So what else should we talk about?
Yeah, let's show. So these are some of the miniatures that you can, or that they could have gotten from the Kickstarter.
So you can. Now there's we're still taking pre-orders while we're finishing production.
Why don't we try and place those right here?
So we have miniatures available in different box-based sets. The first release of the game will have 2 battle groups. One is UNA and Op4A. So these are 2 opposing factions, and these are good to get started with the game. They include the tiles and again a variety of models from different companies. And then we also have
come unpainted.
They come unpainted, unassembled. But we also have some other battle groups, which are some expansions off the bat.
Yes, I like this one.
Op4B, this is another group. And then we also have
Texas Militias. That's like the BGG. Yeah. That's for Board Game Geek.
Right. So Mercenary Battle Group, that's some Mercs. And then we also have a second UN battle group. Again, all different models included for a variety of units off the bat. So yeah, we're pretty excited about it.
Here's what some of the tiles look like.
Yeah, the
here.
tiles. So talking.
And these are just like prototypes of the tiles.
These are prototypes at the moment. Yeah. So we're working on that on the production side. But what we have with the tiles is some awesome artwork. First of all, we hired 2 cool artists. One is James Nucino, awesome work, and he did the art for War Company card game, cool card game. We also have an artist named Bruno Wernick working with us, who did the concept art for Tron Legacy, the movie.
Cool.
So the artist from Tron is working with us on this game, which is pretty awesome. We did our box art as well. So yeah, the tiles are pretty intuitive. What's nice about it with the game is we use polyhedral dice, and they're color coded to what dice you need.
Which is kind of rare for a miniatures game. It's normally D6s, right?
Right. We've got D12 down to D4.
All of them.
And when you roll combat and you resolve any kind of attack, you roll one die roll of 3 dice. So you want to fire a missile?
Do I want to fire a missile? What do I need?
I mean, you might want to. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll fire a missile.
Okay. So to do that, we roll 3 dice. One is the current effectiveness of the unit, which is going to be a D8 in this case. So grab that in your hand.
Okay.
The second die we roll is how advanced the targeting system is, a D8 in this case. So are the optics, bare optics, or are they, really advanced? The third would be for a missile firing against aircraft, a D12. So again, the color code tells you pick up the dice that are the right die type based on the color. So when we roll, we look at this and we say, okay, let's say we're firing a missile at this aircraft. Those 3 dice are added together to see if we hit. So an 8, a 2, and a 3 is 13. Compare that to the evasion of the target. In this case, the Dragonfly VTOL is a miss. It's missed. You got another missile though, so roll again. Let's see if you hit.
Okay.
That exceed that evasion.
I might hit.
All right, so 6, 4, and 4 is 14. So that's another miss. So okay, let's cheat a little bit.
Yeah.
Here.
What do I need for a hit?
Let's say we got let's say we got an 8, a 6, and a 4. Okay.
No, it's not gonna happen.
One more. Roll again. So you're rolling like I usually roll.
I know, right?
Right.
Let's reroll this one.
All right, so let's do this. We got a 7, a 4, and a 10. All right.
10?
So 17 and 4
21.
is 21. That exceeds the evasion.
17.
Trying to hit an aircraft is hard, but you can do it.
Yep.
And so what you do now is you look at the damage that the weapon does. So in this case, damage is high, or H, for the missiles. So the 7, 4, and what do we have, a 10?
Yes.
So that'll be the high value of the 3 dice would be a 10.
Yep.
So that's your damage. So you look at the 3 dice, 10 is your damage. You look at the Dragonfly's damage track built in on the tile, and 1 to 3 is nothing, 4 to 7 is something, 9 and higher is a destruction. So you took out the Dragonfly.
So it's hard to hit. But
sometimes it's hard to hit aircraft.
Since you need such high numbers to hit it, you'll pretty much do a lot of damage to it if you can hit
it. You may or you may not. You may have some lesser weapons that are doing, minor effects or taken by armor.
Yeah.
It's a variety of effects. But the game's really about degrading effectiveness of units. So as units take hits, what'll happen is the die types that you're rolling will actually change. So the current effectiveness of the unit may actually drop in the game from a D8 to say a D6. And that's if you take a lot of combat stress, you'll actually degrade in your performance. So instead of having to destroy everything in a typical game, you have to, you can win the game by suppression. You can put units under fire, stress them out, and really take them out of the game by just being vigilant with keeping them under pressure. So that's kind of
and so you have these. It looks like you also sell the ever popular measuring tape.
Right. So we have base sets. You can get the game with or without miniatures. If you get it without miniatures, you have access. Well, either way, you have access to the design tool to make these tiles yourself. The difference is instead of the awesome Bruno Wernick artwork, you get to upload a photo of your miniature. So you actually customize these tiles however you want to stat out a particular unit. Bring new life to old miniatures or anything, MechWarrior Clits, whatever you've got.
If you took a lot of time painting those miniatures, maybe
you can use them in a new game.
Yeah.
Exactly right. So we've been working on it for a long time, really thanking our Kickstarter backers. We have a variety of options on our website for pre-order, and then once we release
and that website
is
polyversal-game.com.
That's correct, polyversal-game, or go to collinsepicwargames.com, and you'll see all the options we have there for the game.
Awesome.
So I think that'll cover it.
Thank you, Byron. That's
Thanks a lot.
Polyversal.
Polyversal.
Cool.
Awesome. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you.